Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Master Duel. By the time you're seeing this video, this particular announcement is already going to be way too late. But I might as well throw my 2 cents into it, even though it is late. Then again, I am recording this just a mere 3 days after the announcement was made, so take that what you will. But here we are. So next month, on December the 6th, there will be a Banlist update here on Master Duel. And, well, we'll be getting a very small shakeup. We'll get some old cards back. Hopefully, it'll all be for the better. And some of them, because they will be, well, reduced in quantity, well, it's pretty much similar to just banning them outright. So, without further ado, let's get into the ban section. There's only one card, and it's honestly the only pot that has been well, recent pot that has been banned for the crimes that it has committed, and it's Pot of Prosperity. This was and has always been a ticking time bomb. The amount of card selection that this card gives is insane. And for decks that don't really care about the extra deck, mostly control decks, they're going to be crying a little on the inside because they'll now have to rely on Pot of Extravagance, which is limited to 1. And that card is simply not as good as Pot of Prosperity because Prosperity allows for far better selection and even better filtering because it puts the cards at the bottom of the deck. So while there are a lot of shuffle effects in YuGiOh, at least fixing your next couple of draws are going to be way better than raw drawing 2 cards. But this is an easy 30 dust now, and it will definitely not be missed. And yeah, that's it for the bans. Moving on to the limited section. First up is Dimension Shifter. Limiting this to 1 definitely kills the card. Same with the other compadre that it has here on the list. It's still unlimited in the TCG side of things and semi-limited in the OCG, but I think limiting this to 1 just pretty much outright bans the card. I'm a Tenpai player, and I only play. I've been playing Tenpai on the background with these banlist changes in mind, and it honestly feels a lot better. Because Tenpai somewhat uses their graveyard as well, so the only other deck that you're going to have to worry about now is Kashtira. And, once Kashtira sets up their board, it's going to be a bitch, but at least you won't have to compete with Shifter, so there is that. So this is going to be an easy 30 dust, and then the other like 10 dust for decrafting the other one as well. I definitely will not miss this card. Same with Fairy Tale Snow. I don't know why this was even brought off the ban list in the first place. Again, the original Master Duel ban list was a holdover from an older OCG ban list. I also just managed to look at the art for both Shifter and Fairy Tale Snow a lot closer for the first time, and Shifter, the line that you see where the hood is, it's not actually his eyes, it's his mouth. So half his face is actually covered. So okay, and he's not actually jumping over. The camera angle is just skewed enough that it looks like he's jumping over a gap on the floor, but he's actually just standing still. So there is that, something I noticed about Shifter. But for Snow in particular, I have never felt more angry deep inside in my whole life, because she's literally doing the pose while handing you a poisoned apple. So that in itself should tell you how toxic this fucking card is, and good riddance, it's going to get limited. I mean, it should just be banned, similar to the TCG, but it's at 3 in the OCG, and I do not see it play ever. Like in the games that I see in the shop I work at, I do not see it at all. There are simply better things to do than banishing 7, and a lot of decks love their cards coming in and out of the graveyard, so I guess that's why. But she's just again, similar to Prosperity, a time bomb waiting to happen. And then another limit, Cyframe Gear Gamma, another hit that will definitely kill the card. Because why? Because if you want to run Gamma, you have to run 1 brick in hand, and if you draw both, well, it's not exactly the end of the world, but it's definitely a slot in the deck that would be better reserved for something else. So 2 slots in the deck that are going to be far more free now, thanks to this limitation. And in the paper game, it's also limited, and there are still people who are crazy enough to use it because it's still an in-hand negate that only a select number of cards can stop. Hint, hint, Ash Blossom. But do not see this card seeing play so much more moving forward. So good riddance to that. Moving on to the semi-limited list, Lightning Storm getting the TCG treatment of being semi-limited. I guess this is more of a hit to Tenpai than anything else, but I don't really see that as too much of a problem. It's an easy 30 dust. I mean, we got a Lightning Storm from one of the starter bundles, I believe it's what it's called. So we have at least one Lightning Storm, and then I can just dust the other because we can. And OCG, it's wholly unlimited, so it's not too much of a problem over there because there are a lot of the decks these days can resist board wipes and or removal, so and recovery options are like so much better nowadays compared to before, so I'm not too worried about this. But of course, Lightning Storm is Dark Hole and Harpy's Feather Duster rolled into one. But there's a reason why those DM board wipes are the staples that they are, because they barely have any limitations, unlike Lightning Storm here, which is only OPT. So at least it's 30 dust, so keep that in mind. Then moving to the Unlimits, Trickstar Light Stage. I don't know why this was held back for so long. This was mostly used for bullshit strategies back in the day, but now the power creep has gotten so bad, and with terraforming being banned here on Master Duel, definitely weakens the power of Light Stage significantly, because you don't have an easy access to a quote-unquote fourth copy of Light Stage now. You'd have to jump through a couple of hoops in order to get to your field spells these days, thanks to terraforming being gone and Light Stage being back. At least Trickstar players are going to be happier now. I have heard talkings of Trickstar players in the shop. They want this back so bad, and they got it back here on Master Duel. In the paper game, it's also wholly unlimited, and you rarely see hide nor hair of it because, again, there are so many better things to do in the link spam decks these days. And then the last one on the Forbidden Limited update, the Chronograph Sorcerer. You look at this chronograph, and every time you do, it makes you say, Jesus Christ, guys, stop. Pendulums are not as good as they are anymore. OCG, it's still limited. TCG is wholly unlimited, and nobody bats an eye at it. Although, granted, the Supreme King, Gate, Magician combo deck is still like floating around here and there, but I rarely see hair nor hide of it. I only saw it once and kicked my ass because combo decks are like that. But pendulums are they're pretty low right now, and have been for the past couple of months. Basically give them one of their better cards is definitely going to be a boost, but I don't know how much more helpful it's going to be. Basically we're just going back to the good old pendulum combo soups that we have grown accustomed to back during the heyday of this archetype. And yeah, that's it for the Forbidden and Limited update coming to us on Master Duel on December 6th. Although for some of you, it might come on December the 5th rather than the 6th. But anyway, this was supposed to be a video on Yubel, but I decided I'm going to take it a little easy today. We'll just be exploring the casual rooms instead. So, because I literally just recovered from an illness, it's one of those times again. So, let's just hop into the casual rooms. Another day, another run to the casual rooms. And even in the casual rooms, everywhere I see it's just live twins, live twins, live twins. And my opponent is a banger. Look at that. They have the sushi line there. But so we're gonna start with Black Whirlwind. Let's see if it baits any negation. I'm assuming it won't. And I just realized that how bad our hand is. We can barely search anything with Chinook here. So this is one of those few times where we just set and pass. We do not have anything to start at all, so we're just gonna set and pass, and hopefully we survive until it comes back around to us. And I'm just realizing my opponent is carrying an extra thick deck, so I have absolutely no idea how far they're gonna go. They could have bricked, and with a random name like that, I'm pretty sure my opponent is just, this is just their dummy account. I would assume, of course. I mean, again, I'm just assuming here. They're just testing stuff out with this account in particular, without any impact. Although you can even do that on your main account, just bring it there anyway. Chicken game is indicator of either bullshit or my opponent is trying out a very, very janky combo deck, and we are going to find out how far this goes. We do not negate those, but we will negate something that will be far worse than this. Okay, reload. That is a good as anything to stop in this specific instance. If he's gonna reload here, then that means his hand full of potentially full of draw spells likely sucks. Okay, so he has a Dark World engine, so that's something. He now has a, I am listening, opponent. I have no idea what it is you're doing. You have melodious stuff, sure. You have Baka. I'm assuming that's pronounced, it's not pronounced Baka, it's probably pronounced more after Bachelorette. Can I target this thing? This is one of the newer cards. While you control the fusion summon card activated, cannot be negated. Well, shit. Oh, wait, no. Of your... Well, cannot be negated. Okay, sure. I mean, we're still gonna try for science, if we can negate her. But it doesn't say other, so we're still gonna try. I mean, this is just a casual rooms. This is definitely as good a place as any to basically try for plays that will normally not pass through. And she does get negated. Alright, cool. Wait, is it because... No, I think she needs to have quote-unquote resolved first before her, like, blanket protection is applied. So that's good to know. So this is Melodious and Dark Lords in one deck. I don't know why. And again, I'm more confused about the pronunciation of this name, because if you're going to pronounce it like Baka, it's making her sound like she's a tsundere, and I don't think she's a tsundere in the slightest, given how fabulous she looks here. But otherwise, these are, now that I think about it, a lot of the Dark Lords are fairies. Well, dark fairies at that. But I'm not seeing the synergies just yet. I don't know if this is just like a really thick, janky Dark Lord melodious mashup. So I'm not gonna cut anything because this is interesting to me. Because I have not seen this combination as of yet. Given that all of the melodious cards that they're using so far are new, and Dark Lords are an old as fuck archetype that have not seen significant meta play since its heyday. So we're gonna see how far they go here, and of course they're gonna link that away. Yep, getting to cut them Dark Lord, which is one of the best pieces of support for this particular archetype. Set to the graveyard, sure. Yeah, you get to summon another melodious monster. This is also one of the other new ones, Refrain, the melodious songstress. What does she do? If normal special summon, so she's a Stratos. Yeah, level 4, 1600. I mean, slightly weaker than Stratos himself, but her partner in crime, I believe, was sent to the graveyard. What was her name? Couplet, or Couplet, I should say. If added to hand, okay, then you special summon one from the hand or graveyard. Jesus Christ, that is an insane effect. Summoning Cannon, the melodious diva. You don't look so much of a diva now that I'm looking at you here now. You can only special summon her once per turn, and then you can target a melodious monster. You can change its battle position. I mean, you can attack with Refrain, so there is that. I don't know how much harder you can combo off. I mean, I barely have anything. Any other Blackwing off the top will fix whatever problem it is that is ailing me here. So there is that. While my opponent is thinking about their life decisions, I'm gonna drink a glass of water, and you will just cut back once my opponent has basically done. Oh, okay. I was gonna drink water, and then my opponent suddenly decides to do something. So we're gonna see here. Okay, going into Unicorn. That is interesting. How for... I mean, you're gonna wanna... What? Shuffling something back into the deck? Or... Okay. I mean, Dark Lords love being in the graveyard anyway, so discarding that... I believe that was Zerato. Oh, was right. I had my doubts for a second, but I just saw the red, and I already assumed, like, that's Zerato, isn't it? And yeah, it was Zerato. Okay, shuffling back in the Black Whirlwind there hurts, but it wasn't really doing anything anyway, so I guess that's fine. We really do need either Vata or Sudri or hell, even Simoon at this point. But Simoon in particular is going to be our best possible draw here. And my opponent so graciously shuffled my deck, so hopefully that'll fix my draw. And oh, tributing away the Nightmare Phoenix for Tethys. When you draw a fairy monster, you can defeat one of the monsters, draw one card. You must. Oh, is this an Exodia deck? Now that I'm thinking about it, is this an Exodia deck? This could potentially just be an Exodia deck. So there is that. Okay. So we're going to draw our one card because Chicken Game, most people tend to forget, is symmetrical. So there's that. My opponent has one card in hand. I have absolutely no idea if he has any graveyard shenanigans. Let me just do a quick read. No, this is an on-field effect. Refrain couplet, I believe, has no graveyard shenanigans. Alright, cool. Remember when I said that Simoon is our best possible draw? Well, here we are. We're actually going to banish Chinook. Sorry, but we kind of have to because Shamal is the better option here. Okay, so here we go. Then we do that, and then Black Whirlwind. Then we're now going to do our thing. Then we get Vata. Then after we get Vata, we will activate Shamal's effect. And after we do that, we do our thing, and my opponent saw the writing on the wall, and then they surrender. Yeah. Again, 3 pieces of the Blackwing structure deck will get you pretty damn far. I still dare say that the Blackwing structure deck is the best structure deck that is on Master Duel so far, until of course they release the Blue Eye structure deck, which will hopefully be coming within I don't know, the next 6-8 months or so, maybe even later. But I mean, that structure deck can't come any sooner. So, and once that happens, the Blackwing structure deck will sadly have to see retirement. Let's just move on to the next duel. My opponent's up to, and we have a mirror field, so my opponent is a man of taste. However, we have different sleeves, so there is that. And no, I will not activate Maxi on my turn. So we already have Simoon, which is the best possible starter that we could have. We can banish Sudri here since he's just a redundant starter. So we'll put Black Whirlwind there. Then we will normal summon Simoon. Okay, then we do the Black Whirlwind thing. We search for Vata, then Vata, do our thing. You know what? You guys have already seen this combo so many times before on my romps through the casual room videos. So this time around, let's just skip to my end board before I pass to my opponent. Okay, so we're back, and I just realized the folly of my actions. I have no other tuners whatsoever. The only other tuner that I have is a level 3, sadly, but most of my synchros in the extra deck are all even numbered. So my inner Hearthstone brain is being tickled here because Gen and Baku were a menace in that game at one point or another. But I don't have any odd numbered synchros, so we will sadly have to pass with this particular wall in mind. And we will also lose our Black Whirlwind pretty soon here, I believe. Unless we don't. During the end phase, and if you do... no. Ooh. What? Really? First things first, we will max C here as a way to spook our opponent, but we literally don't have anything to do. So, I'm pretty sure we're just dead here. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just going to skip on over to the next duel because knowing Tenpai, they will probably find some way to kill me, no matter how long it takes. I don't know why. I mean, of course, you could always practice in the casual rooms, you know, as a risk-free way of just trying out lines. And now that I think about it, why do you have Called by the Grave? Is this a post-Banlist update to Tenpai? I mean, I have been actually considering Called by the Grave for Tenpai, but For Master Duel in particular, I don't think it's such a good idea, and that was actually a good called shot right there that I led with Maxi first rather than Ash Blossom because I baited out their Called by the Grave, and now they're just stuck with a Pydra on board, and holy shit, that was more than enough. I was just gonna say, we're gonna move on to the next duel, but good god, if this is enough to stop them dead in the tracks, then that is fine by me. So see, this is why I don't like Called by the Grave in Tenpai. In particular, hell, even my mentor for Tenpai also said that Called by the Grave is basically just a win more in certain cases. But we're seeing it now, and good god, it's definitely not necessary for Tenpai. You need more extenders in Tenpai rather than ways to stop your opponent from, stopping you. Because once, it's basically like a martial arts combo. Once you lose your flow, well, you're pretty much dead. So there's that. So we reduce that guy. And the only other, viable attacker we have here is Zephyros. So there is that. So we'll just swing in with Zephyros here. Oh, I forgot that he can be destroyed by battle. So there is that. So again, we still have no tuners, so we're just gonna put this here. Put some fear into his soul, and then we're gonna see. I mean, literally any dragon that he plays here, we literally have to shotgun the infinite impermanence, just so that we don't get run over very easily. And this is definitely one of them. So we're gonna see here. I'm assuming, although I am assuming this is also bait, given that they still have 3 cards in hand, in spite of me doing everything that I do. Holy shit, it was Red Reboot. Okay, so I think it's safe to assume that what they have in their list is is something that is surprisingly... wait, can I play this? Cannot activate trap cards. Okay... I think I'd rather get that. Yeah, we're just gonna set it here, and we're going to find out how dead we are. I mean, I'm assuming we're pretty dead here, since they're going to get back Pydra, and then Pydra will search either the field spell or another Kaimen. I think I just negated their Kaimen earlier. No, or at least I stopped it from happening too hard. But they got their field spell, so they'll likely find a way to kill me here and now, which, okay, yeah, getting Chandra definitely seals the deal, so I'll just see you guys in the next duel. Let's see what my opponent has. They have the basic field, they have a decently sized deck, and we have plenty of good starters. Alright, cool. I think it's always good to start with Allure of Darkness here, and I may have to banish Oster, and, ooh. All-Star is good recovery for our next turn if there even is one, but I think with this hand, I don't think we'll need All-Star at this point, so we'll just get rid of it for now. We'll have ways to recover it later anyway. So we're going to get Seamoon down, we're going to banish Sudri, because again, similar to the other birds, he's just redundancy at this point. So we'll normal summon Seamoon, and let's see how far we go from here. So we do that. Did we just end up with a case of not having enough tuners yet again? But we're gonna find out. So we're gonna just special summon this guy. There we go. And then we'll activate Shamal's effect. And then we'll set Black Feather Whirlwind. There we go. And then we get Vata's effect. Oh, I think that's that was what the mistake I did before, because I didn't have Black Feather Whirlwind down. That's why I wasn't able to cycle the tuner back into rotation. So there's that. So Black Feather Whirlwind resummons one of them back out. I'm assuming it's just Vata here, because we need a tuner, badly. And then we'll use Shamal's effect. We'll cycle... we haven't done a normal summon, by the way, so we'll get Zephyros to our hand, and then we'll normal summon him normally, quote-unquote. And then, once we do that, we'll do his resurrection effect to hopefully do his thing here. So we can just go straight into that, but I think we need to go into the level 6 first. So there's that. Oh, and also I forgot that it also grants us another search. So we'll use this to get Chinook or Sharnga. Now that I think about it, I think we'll just get Chinook first. And then we're going to make our level 6. There we go. And get these two out of the way. There we go. We'll put him here because why not? Boom. Then we'll make him a level 2 by sending Harmattan to the graveyard. Actually, no, we'll just send Sharnga. I forgot that we can make him a level 2 that way. And then we will use this guy, these two guys. Why those two guys? Why? Oh my god. I didn't want that to happen. Oh my god. Then should I have sent a level 4 instead? A Blackwing tuner and non-tuner. Alright, cool. Two... Oh wait, no, because that's just a... This just makes it a... Yeah, I should have sent a level 4. So but I think we'll still be fine. All things considered, we'll still be fine. So we'll just make Armor Master with these two. And then we'll summon the other guy with the other guys. So I think we'll still be fine here. Because full armor, very few people can get past Armor Master anyway. Especially in lower powered formats like here in the casual rooms. So I think it's to be expected. So we'll just put this guy in the corner here. And where it's like one of the safest zones in the game. So we do that, and yeah, and we'll actually set this down as a way to spook them, and then we'll just see what happens from here. And yeah, Sea Moon does its thing. Okay, there we go. Then draw phase. What does my opponent do? We'll find out soon enough. They do have a the Pearly Mate, so there is that. Mystical Space Typhoon. That is interesting, to say the least. I'm assuming you're going to target the face down, although the 5-head play would be to get rid of Blackfeather Whirlwind, because I only run one of those, and then not much else. But yeah, to be expected. You're going to destroy that. So we'll cross out here, and we're going to get rid of, I don't know, probably Infinite Impermanence. Because I don't think we'll be needing it anymore at this point. And I'm just realizing, yeah, or we can just get rid of Allure of Darkness, just as a way to, you know, thin the deck a little, give it a little shuffle, and there's that. And we have Sharnga and Chinook as ways to interact with whatever is happening on my opponent's board anyway. And then if they activate any monster effects, they're going to get burned just a little by Blackwing Assault Dragon. So we're gonna see, and they're playing Sue Ships. Okay, I'm not going to allow that. That's a continuous spell that will grant them a lot of recovery and searching. So I will destroy that, nip it at the bud before the sushi bar gets wholly out of control. Sure, I don't need to pay anything anyway because it's negated anyway. So, well, quote unquote negated. So there's that. Okay, we don't need to negate that one just yet. The one that we do need to negate is the one that yeah, stuff like that. Only negates on the field, right? Yeah, only negates on the field. All right, cool. We need to negate their Xyz extenders, so there's that. And they'll be taking a little bit of burn every time they try and do this anyway, so there is that. And if I remember correctly, Gunkans have a... I mean, they can reach numbers above 3,200, so I will not be surprised if they do indeed reach that number. But, Shirawo... Special summon a Gunkan from your hand, accept itself, and then take any number of Shari, put them on top of the deck. And then this is Ikura, which is Salmon Roe. This is, I believe, Seaweed or Eel. Oh, it's Eel, right. Do we negate this? Prevent them from setting up even more. They do only have one card in hand. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I mean, this may be shotgunning it too early, but I just hope and pray that the burn from Blackwing Assault Dragon is going to be more than enough. But otherwise, they could also just, you know, kill me right here, right now. So we're gonna find out how far this goes, and they get a wedge counter for that, and I can take control of any of their effect sushis from here on out. So we're gonna see how far they go. I mean, yeah, obviously going into their Xyz. Yeah, Shiro class carrier. Yep. I believe this is the I used to pilot like sous ships for fun. I believe there was this one event where I played with them, and they're really cheap to build. They only have a handful of URs, and most of their stuff is in the SR range, so they're not an expensive deck at all to make. So there's that. All right, cool. It adds a sous ship, spell trap, sure. And yeah, this is I believe a recent addition to the arsenal. Basically the sushi bar itself. Oh God, what do you want me to do? Declare a card name? Except Shari, or that is mentioned, then you can add the declared card. I don't know. Ikuro or something. Oh wait, no. Declare one. Ikura. Okay, fine. Ikura. What? No applicable cards found. Wait, what do you want me to do, game? Hold on. Your opponent declares one Gunkan monster's card name that is mentioned, then you can add the declared card from your deck to your hand. Okay, fine. If you cannot add, shuffle this card into your deck. Shirawo? Hold on. Gunkan ship Shirauo. There we go. All right, fine. You can have that. Go. I just typed in the whole thing, and you might as well. They're just playing sous ships. I'm playing Blackwings here, so they can go as far as they need to. They have Raigeki Break. What the actual? Wait, no, that was Lightning Vortex. Raigeki Break is the trap version. We're gonna see how far they go here. I mean, I can just wipe the board like right here, right now. The only person that will survive is full armor master. So yeah, go boom the world. So we're gonna see if this like sets them back immensely. Oh, okay. So it has pseudo protection from destruction. I believe one of while face up. Okay, yep. Going into Xyz's armor fortress suddenly. Okay, my opponent is has the spice. So we're gonna see where they go into. Okay, going to armored Xyz. So I'm assuming they have something that can like hit over full armor master. Which I mean, I will not be surprised if they do. Because that's how it goes. It can either be a fire Xyz or they're just committing Sudoku here. I mean, sure, why not? Unless you didn't actually have any targets, opponent. Okay, then I'll just check your deck list post-recording. But yeah, we're gonna cut it off here. That is another successful romp to the Kazo rooms. Got faced off against one meta deck, and I'm going to include in the post what happened in that Tenpai duel, and you guys are just gonna see it. It was hilarious. So I'll just see you guys next time. By the time you're going to see this, it will literally be the end of the month, and then my video on Tuesday it will already be December. So if you guys like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles.